Joshua, warrior for the Lord. Joshua is one of the most celebrated military leaders in the Bible. Strong and faithful to God's law, Joshua is a born leader. Moses recognizes this great potential and assigns him the task of protecting the Israelites from the Amalekites. He comes through with flying colors as the Amalekites are defeated. It is to be the start of many victories to come. Joshua is soon confirmed by the Lord to succeed Moses as leader of the Israelites. When Moses passes on, the Lord tells Joshua that all the lands promised Moses will become his. Joshua prepares his army to cross the river Jordan to do battle. Just like Moses before him, Joshua sends spies into the city of Jericho. There, the two spies are helped by a prostitute called Rahab. At great risk to herself, she hides them from the king's men. Later, as promised by the spies, she and her family are spared. The battle for Jericho. After a miraculous crossing of the river Jordan, Joshua's army advances on Jericho, led by priests carrying the Ark of the Covenant. According to specific instructions from the Lord, Joshua has his men and then the priests with the Ark march around the walled city. Everything goes as the Lord says it would, and Jericho falls. The battle for Ai. Joshua's army suffers a setback when his spies tell him to send just 3,000 men to capture the city of Ai. It is bad advice. The Israelites are easily chased away, as the Lord refuses to help them because one man broke his command and stole from Jericho. After a deeply troubled Joshua prays and sets things right, the Lord's anger is soothed, and he promises to deliver the city to him. Adopting a brilliant strategy by luring the city's defenders and then attacking with a second army of men, Joshua captures the city. The battle against the 5 kings. After Joshua makes a peace treaty with the city of Gibeon, 5 kings in the region decide to attack Gibeon. Surrounded by the armies of the 5 kings, the Gibeonites request urgent help from Joshua. He responds by marching his entire army all night from Gilgal, his base camp, and catches the armies of the 5 kings by surprise, and causes them to flee in confusion. The sun stands still. An amazing miracle to rival the parting of the Red Sea takes place in the valley of the Ajalon, when the Lord, at Joshua's request, causes the sun to stand still. This allows Joshua's army more time to hunt down their fleeing enemies. He traps and seals the 5 kings in a cave, while continuing to hunt down the rest of their soldiers. Later, he has all the 5 kings hanged and sealed in the cave. With the Lord fighting for the Israelites, city after city falls to Joshua, who tells the people to be faithful if they want to possess the rest of the promised land. Joshua is a shining example of a man who trusted and remained faithful to the Lord, and was rewarded by overcoming impossible odds. For all his battles were won not by the might of his army, but by the Lord paving the way for him.